Yeah, what's up? This is Angelo Kadusale again for my tutorial again. My promised tutorial mean update. The first tutorial I say I'm doing the bouncing effect, non-realistic gravity bounce, and I will do it actually only with PowerPoint, so you can actually explain how the gravity pulls things between the center of the earth, towards the center of the earth. So this is a freaking bouncing effect, a cool bouncing effect only with PowerPoint. So without further ado, let's go start this thing. In order to do this, and you just need to use the guides over here from the view and the actual math. Not the tricky math, but getting half of the height. So let's start. So I want you to make a rectangle that will cover the half of the slide until you reach the horizontal guide here. Then you can adjust the horizontal guide to whatever before is. Then I want you to extend the height of this rectangle here. So I want you to get the half value of the height of it. So I just format it now. Then I want you to get the half of the height. So it's saying us to 3.81. So I will use a calculator in order to do that. Calc. Yes, you have the value 3.81. Oops, sorry, I will delete 3.81 and get a half of it, and you got 1.905. And I want you to duplicate that. Hit Control D, add it to the center and to the top for now, and type the half of the head of the first rectangle, number 05, and you'll observe it rounded off. But it is okay, and the preceding rectangles will just be getting the half of the rectangle of it. And I want you to press Ctrl G again and right at the center and the top, and do the same as in here and divide it by 2. You just do it to the preceding rectangles until you get the exact height you want for the last piece. So we'll get it in the fast pace so we can save time in enough talking about this self-18. And for the last rectangle, okay, divided by 2, and you got 0.238. And it doesn't matter if the PowerPoint rounded it off, it's always the same. So I want you to select all of these rectangles and align them to bottom. And you can see the motion, not the motion, and it's actually the guides for the motion to the end point of the motion path. Yes, we're using motion path in order to do this. I just forward this. It doesn't matter if you change the outline. I will delete it later. So I want you to press Ctrl, Alt, and Control to drag it to this end of the rectangles. So in order to do that, go drag the guide so you can copy and align it to the end of the rectangles. So easy, not really. And to delete the exceeding or the excess guide, you just go get a ruler and go upward so you can delete that, as I'm doing it now. And you can zoom so you can precisely position the guide to the end of rectangles. Go align here. Oh, it copied. You can just go upward so you can delete that one and position it as I say. And I don't need to say because it's not magic. So yeah, position it. This one. Position that. Copy. Then position it to the next one. There. Exact. And position this to this. Right. Perfect. And just leave the other top. And I want you to delete all the rectangles, we don't need that anymore. And you can see the guides here. So we can precisely position the endpoint of each motion path. So you don't need this vertical guide here. So leave it alone. Leave it alone. Just set it aside. We don't need that in this presentation. As I say, you have this guide, horizontal guides, and I want you to insert a ball. It's just made out of circle. I want you to position it to the center. And no, just position it to the center. And fill it with your color and remove the outline. Then you have the ball, and you can position it to that. Position it to the last guide, and I want you to add a shadow. So what is possible without a shadow, right? And I want you to fill it with a darker background so it resembles a shadow. And you can set it back, right? And what to do? Yeah, let's proceed to animation. So I want you to click on the ball, and I want you to open the animation beam first. Yes, as always. And add a flying effect. And make it direction to the top. And double click this and adjust the smoother to full. So you can see it drops, and I want you to play it with reviews as always. It's just like the ball dropping. Drop the ball. Drop that ball. And I want you to add a motion path and lines that going upward. And position this red endpoint to this guide here. So you have that, and press Shift or Alt to position it precisely and just horizontally, and adjust the smooth and twistful and auto reverse. As you see it goes upward and smoothly goes downward, and I want you to adjust the time for now. There, and position it after the first animation. You can see the ball is shadowing upon the ground. There. And I want you to add again a motion path and adjust the endpoint to this guide upon here. And I want you to just add a motion path and position the endpoint to the guide where it belongs. So just smooth as it's full and add a reverse. And go to previous and position it to the next one here. So there. You can see the balancing effect. But I want to add more here. So you can add again a motion pad going up and position it to the guide. Just pressing Alt and Shift. And bang. Oh, I forgot to play the animation to with previous. So I'll do it. Okay. Just position it there. Okay. Want to make if your guide was not in the center of the ball, I want you to delete that one. It's useless at all. Bouncing at the bottom. Just leave the vertical up for now. And I want you to again add a motion path and delete those guides. You can position the guides so where it belong. And okay, and I forgot the last animation to play with previous. Smooth and on reverse. Adjust time and position it to the last. I think it's 2 or 5 seconds. Well, usually you can see it. That's like bang. I want to add more of an accent, and you can see the shadow is not reacting as the ball bounces. So I want you to animate that too. Go to Mode Effects, Entrance Effects, and add a basic zoom. Just zooming in, and position it to the first animation and go with previous. So you can see the ball shadow reacts as the ball goes shatters. I want to insert a glow shrink and position it after the second animation, go with previous, and adjust the time according to the motion path. And I want to add it a smooth end as in the ball, and I want you to go smaller, and they have a fit of course. And go play, and no, go play, and you see the shadow reacts as the ball shatters to the ground. And I want you to add again a motion or go shrink with the previous and position it to the third animation and adjust the time. I go adjust the time first, adjusting the time at the smooth end as in the first animation, and add the previous, add the auto first, and do the quarter of it, quarter the size of it, shrinking. As you can see, the ball shadow reacts again to the motion path. And I want to add, you can add more motion paths or motion paths and the shrinking as you have. So I want you to get a half and a half of the size of it and smoothing the end and added the autoverse as in the ball shatters to the ground. I want you to the ball react. There, you can get the animation of the bounce. And not always you can add it again a motion pad even the guides is not recurring. So for first I want you to adjust the time as I could say the ball slowly bounces and then fast, so it's like the gravity shattering at the ground. Bang bang bang. It's just a true gravity, even it's not realistic. So I want you to add again a motion path so it can add a bouncing sensation to it even the guys is not occurring. Do the same again, press shift and alt and just nudge so you can actually get the first point of it as the same as just the time across time, and do the treatment as in these motion paths. And you can see the ball is like the shattering the ground faster as it gets to the floor. And I want you to react. I want the ball shadow react too. So I'll do the same treatment as in the animation of the ball shadow. I keep saying ball shadow, but it is important. So get the half of F, or I think quarter of the quarter, and you can see the ball is shattering at the ground like that, like that, that, and that. And you can actually change the shape of this ball, not just square, not just circle. You can add a square, and you can actually paste the animation, although it doesn't have it, and it doesn't do the trigger work again. Just paste it here, and you can actually re-copy the shadow to your new shape, and just like that, you have your ball shattering to the ground like a non-realistic bouncing. There, so sensational. So you can do bounce realistically, non-realistically by doing this method. So this is the end of a tutorial. Like and subscribe for more PVDs, and also do follow me on Twitter at Jello_does it. Yes, I have a Twitter, and actually go not actually active on Twitter, but you can follow me on Twitter at Jello_does it. I said it really. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.